Each week we take time in our service to talk about generosity, how we can steward the resources that God has given us through avenues like tithe and offering to fuel the mission of being disciples that are making more disciples. And 1 week out of the month, we take time to look over the financial realities of the previous month. And we don't do this for any other motive than simply to remind us that Oasis, this is our church. And our generosity collectively helps to fuel all that God is desiring to do through us as home churches. And I've got an image here that shows the financial realities for the month of October. I know we're almost in December. I know it's a little bit late. But as you can see, our income for the month was $7,765, and our expenses were $7,884, which puts us pretty close to a break even for the month. We were just a bit under with a deficit of 119. Where I want to spend, though, the majority of this video is on the lower portion of that financial outlook for October. And if we go back to that image, we have a goal of $7,000 towards our missions partners for this year. And kind of how that number breaks down is that is half of that, $3,500, that is part of our yearly budget as a church. And the other $3,500, it comes from the generosity of God's people. Okay, your faithful giving above and beyond tithe to missions. As we look towards the remainder of this year, we've had about $4,822 in total towards that goal, which puts us behind target by just over $1,000. So in order for us to hit our goal, we are looking to raise between now and the end of the year $2,200. And during our Advent series, we like to sort of take time to highlight our missions partners and kind of focus on this $2,200 amount that we're looking to raise. And so over the next number of weeks, I'm going to be highlighting each week a different one of our missions partners so you kind of get to know more about them and their stories. And if you haven't yet, I would ask you to start praying and ask God how He might invite you to be generous towards our goal. Whether it's $25 or $100 or $1,000, listen, these are all steps of faith. And my hope is that we can see that amount given by our Christmas Eve candlelight service, which is going to be on December 24th at 6 p.m. here in the building in Burien. If you know how God is asking you to give, you can do so anytime through our usual giving platform. Just make sure to note missions on the gift. And I'm looking forward to seeing how God will use our generosity. Last year we had a similar goal, and not only did we reach it, but listen, we exceeded it. We're able to bless our missions partners above and beyond what we had expected. So I just want to say in advance, thanks for your faithful and generous giving, Oasis.